Joining us now is my friend Ben Jealous, former president and CEO of the NAACP, a supporter of Bernie Sanders during the Democratic primary. I should tell you, Ben has not endorsed Hillary Clinton in the campaign this year. Ben, it's great to see you. Thanks for being here.
Hey, it's great to see you. And, you know, her campaign and the candidate have not asked. So
they haven't
perhaps
asked
that might
for your
change at some
endorsement.
point. No. So, you know, look, you know, on the issue of Kaine, Rachel, what's real here is this now puts a lot of pressure on her. Tim's a nice guy. He is not the most courageous politician. Just a couple of days ago, the Huffington Post, pointed out that he's pushing for greater deregulation of Wall Street, even though he was trying to become vice president at a time when people generally avoid controversial issues. He went right at one of the most controversial issues in our party right now. And so, but he's also, quite frankly, he doesn't inspire any clear, it's not clear that he's going to, for instance, bring Virginia. He doesn't bring any demographic. There's going to be a lot of Latino voters who appreciate that he speaks Spanish, but know that they could have had Julian Castro. They could have had Tom Perez. He's not going to bring the sort of fire of a Cory Booker. It's just not clear, frankly, how he helps. And there are some risks that he could hurt. And so I think all of us who are clear that if we want to beat Donald Trump, we're going to have to vote for Hillary Clinton. The reality is, she's now, at the center of the stage with the spotlight basically on nobody else, having to convince the base of the Democratic Party not just to vote for her, but to turn out and to work and to get excited and to push unlikely voters. That's where the challenge is going to be. Is going to come from. And Tim is a nice guy. He's not the most courageous politician in the Democratic Party. He's certainly not the most inspiring. It's not clear how he helps.
Ben, in terms of what the vice president does, I think we've seen some radically different approaches to the vice presidency over the last few administrations. But the one thing that they sort of have in common, aside from the first term of the Bush administration, when at times it seemed like Dick Cheney was sort of running things, aside from that radical outcrop, vice president isn't that much of a policy job. It's sort of more of an understudy job. And you do get stuff that you get put in charge of, and you do get, dispatched to take care of things for the White House, but really you're there as an understudy in case something happens to the president. The other thing that you really do is campaign. Is there anything that Hillary Clinton either could do in terms of her own policy positions, or is there anything they could do in terms of the way they campaign together that might make you feel more confident in this choice?
Frankly, we're going to look to her. She's going to have to be the one to really convince the base of the party that they should really fight for her. She has to give us something to fight for. So far, what we have really is someone to fight against Donald Trump. And, what vice presidents should do is help you win. And it's not clear that Tim Kaine's going to help her win. And that's the part that, frankly, really kind of pains me, frustrates me, is I was hoping for somebody that would show us a sign that they were serious about taking on, this moment and strengthening the ticket. Liz Warren, Jennifer Granholm. There's a lot of folks who could have helped her win more than Tim Kaine is going to help.
Ben Jealous, former president and CEO of the NAACP. Ben, thanks for coming in on short notice to talk to us about this tonight. I really appreciate it.
All right. Thank you.